Okay, this one is going to be my second video. Those of you who saw my first video saw a thing on my throat. I was able to get that shot. However, if you look at my arm here, you can see I'm now getting the blood compound infusions. Takes about 5 hours a day. That kind of drags you away from stuff. All right. I am Friends of Frank Tank from Parallel Dimensions, the Franciscan Sanctuary to Joy. And I'm going to make a few videos today. You know, here's the problem that these people are trying to play on you. I'm talking politician, I'm talking your media, I'm talking your talk show pundits, is they want to make you ADD. So every single day, even several times a day, they come out with the newest and the latest and the greatest crisis. So you can't focus on one thing and realize what's really going on because they have you bouncing on several different things. If they've got you bouncing on several different things, they can keep the truth from you and scream and yell that the only power any American has is to vote in the election. That's your only power. All you can do is vote in this person or that person to avoid all crises, and then the politicians are the only one with power. And hey, while they spend vast sums of gold so they can get an elected office to become millionaires, that's your only power, really. They're trying to take your power away from you, okay? And part of it is doing this, like I said, new crisis every day, new one. That's one of the things people do when they do hypnosis, by keeping people distracted, and then you send them in a primitive mind where they're going to do the fight-flight thing, and then they can convince you that you have no power at all. Only elected officials have power. You see an elected official actually do anything besides serve themselves? I don't care if they're Republican or Democrat. They're the two sides. They're the two heads of the same snake. And in a future video, I will let you know when democracy died in darkness and the republic ended. And it'll be from the years 1908 ending in 1940. And we'll go over why. That's a future video. In the meantime, I'm going to do a few videos today. The one I'm going to do now is this is going to be issued to all the politicians who say they want to get in office so they can, quote, serve you while you give them the proper respect. And all the people saying all this crap, and oh, I just wrote a book, and that's bestseller. Look, I'm making money. I'm a wealth addict and proud of it. All of those people. So what this one video is here today, it's the Mary Poppins challenge. Now, I will be honest. I sent this out to several politicians and to several of people. Angelina Jolie, for example, she was testifying to the UN because she went to Syria and she met 3 women who had been beaten and raped, and she didn't know what to say to them. So she went up to the she went up to the UN to advocate. Angelina Jolie is rich, okay? She was married to Brad Pitt at the time. They have an house here in Edmond, Oklahoma that I think they're in for $10,000 a night. If Angelina Jolie talked to 3 women who had been abused and raped, and she didn't know what to say or how to help them, all she had to do was pull out a checkbook, buy a plane ticket, send them somewhere safe, and set them up. It didn't require government to change it. And that's what they're all trying to do. Oh, the government is the only one that can change everything. Oh, please. So this is the Mary Poppins challenge that I sent out to the various people. The only one that responded back to me was President Obama at the time. And after he read this, he was quite irritated and said, I don't understand the American dream. After all, isn't the American dream to amass vast sums of gold, spend it on a bunch of crap so you can be possessed by your possessions? The American dream, I want to consume. Wow. Okay, so here's the Mary Poppins challenge. Okay, throw your scepters into the mud. Throw your jewels into the river until you see the glow of new colors among the glistening pebbles. Let the wind blow through your empty palaces. Let the birds nest in your crown. What good is your power and wealth when it brings you no peace of mind and the people suffer and starve? This is what you must do, politicians, pundits, All of you rich people that seem to know what Americans think, this is what you must do. Go, sell everything you own, and give your money to the poor and the middle class. Not to the government, dears. The poor and the middle class. The suffering. Those who are struggling. Here, you know what, guys? If you wish to serve or represent the poor and the middle class, you must become poor and middle class. Got it? Got it? All right. If you would serve us, you must give up the wealth and power addiction, stop engaging in conspicuous consumption, stop being possessed by your possessions, and become one of the poor, one of the middle class. That's all you can do. Involuntary poverty is the ugliest thing in the world. Voluntary poverty is the most beautiful thing in the world. M.K. Gandhi. Let your walking be your preaching. Francis of Assisi. You actually walk the road, not your $2,500 lunch. And not your state dinners that only cost $30,000 a person. Jesus, people. What are you? You think you're the royalty. You think you're something else. Okay. What difference does political party make? Who cares if you're a wealth and power addict, possessed by your possessions, and engaged in conspicuous consumption, trickle-down economy Republican, or a wealth and power addict, possessed by your possession, and engaged in conspicuous consumption, social safety net Democrat, where most of the money for the net remains stuffed in your own pockets and the pockets of your relation. You know, Medicaid has 5 layers of federal bureaucracy over it, 6-figure salaries, and Medicare has 4 layers of federal bureaucracy, 6-digit salaries that all get paid before any of the money reaches the people who have the needs. And it's not based upon the expertise of people who know what people need. It's based on the bureaucrats. They have to take their big cut. People that get food stamps or EBT, every time they swipe that card, Bank of America gets a nickel. That's a whole bunch of nickels going to Bank of America, isn't it? Let's start looking at the several layers of federal bureaucrats receiving 6-digit salaries to oversee any of the programs that are for the people. Okay? Their contracts. Let's go for green energy. So who would be the best person to give the green energy contract? Let's give it to Nancy Pelosi's brother-in-law. Ooh, we need postal buildings. We need military contracts. Who should we give those to? Dianne Feinstein's husband. Yes. They're always the ones who know so much, aren't they? They give it to themselves and their friends. They give it to people, give them money. They don't give a rat's ass about you. Okay? They don't care. They only serve those who give them money. And they want to be rich, don't you know? Why are they all rich? They don't serve you. If they were representing you, they wouldn't be rich, would they? If they were representing you, they'd be poor and middle class. All right. If you wish to represent anyone, you must engage in downward mobility. And all the vast sums of gold you waste advertising and getting elected must stop. All that vast sums of gold, millions of dollars to get a job that pays $200,000. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You're wealth addicts. I need lots of money so I can be elected into a position, and I say I'll do something for you, but really what I'm going to do is become a millionaire myself, and I'll be so happy because I'm a millionaire, and then I'll spout off certain ideas, and then you think that's important. Really, if Congress wanted to do us a favor, instead of passing more laws, why don't you take 10 laws a day off the book? Get rid of them. You don't need all that. Nobody understands it anyway. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Okay? If you wish to represent anyone, you must engage in downward mobility. All the vast sums of gold waste advertising and getting elected must stop. Rather than spend it on politics, you can spend it on the suffering. You can take one of your homes, of all your several multi-million-dollar homes, and turn it into a shelter for the homeless. You can take some of those restaurants and businesses you own and turn them into food kitchens for those who do not have enough meat. You can turn them into medical facilities for the ill. You can turn them into clothing supply houses for those who can't afford clothing. You can pay for food of all those that need it, care for the chronically ill, provide practical skills other than diarrhea of the mouth and mental masturbation, so that people can be self-sufficient and have the pride of being independent and free from government intrusion. That's how you need to spend your money. Got it? All of these things and more could be accomplished with all the money y'all hoard. And you hoard a bunch of money? Just hoard it. So here's your little, I'm not going to sing it, but your little poems. Politicians say they care about our needs, and yet they just fight, spreading bitterness and hate. Politicians say they pass bills to set us free, yet politicians hoard and damn us all to a horrible fate. Each day I see people in pain and misery, from the hungry and the homeless to people trying to make ends meet. Yet politicians walk on by, their noses in the air, and don't look at people, and they never ever care. Have you noticed how they want everybody to kiss their feet? Diamond and Silk, oh, you better kiss my feet. I'm the Honorable so-and-so. I'm a senator. I am supposed to be serving you, but I am your royalty. You must kiss my feet, and you better not cross me. The only one we're not going to question too much is rich people like ourselves. Oh, no, they get passed. But you're not one of them. Rich, money hungry, power hungry. You better kiss their feet because they are your servants. Your public servants. Really, they're not. I challenge all of you elected or appointed government bureaucrats, you actors that make vast sums of gold, pretending to be someone else, all wealth and power dicks who hoard gold and think that makes you better than the common citizen simply because your greed knows no bounds to change, and change now. I challenge you to practice downward mobility. Sell everything you own, give it directly to the suffering and families struggling to support themselves, who will never in their entire lifetimes, never experience one of those lavish vacations you take so much pleasure in gloating about. Pay the bills of those in hospital, feed the poor, help the middle class. And if you would be perfect, or even just a decent human being, you will become one of the middle class and stop the hypocrisy. The only true power you have exists in what you give away, the power you give away. Sincerely, Mary Poppins. Anyway, if you would like to hear more content from Friends of Faint Frank, sent to you from Parallel Dimensions, the Franciscan Sanctuary of Joy, please, in the comments section, tell me about a random act of kindness that you have done for a person or an animal. That's my money chest, random acts of kindness that you do for people. And remember, you may be the only image of the divine that some people ever see. Act accordingly, and also remember, this is the one and only life you have. It's not a burden to be carried. It is a gift to be cherished. Hey, blood transfusions every day. I may be dead in 8 months. Who cares? Everybody dies. That's one of the myths they tell you. Oh, you're going to live forever. No, you're not. Everybody dies. Anyway, bye-bye.